Hi guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Debbie, and if you are not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Click that button down below and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. So for today's look, I'm going to show you how easy my full coverage makeup look is. It is the easiest and it's affordable. You guys know that I love affordable makeup. Hopefully you guys know that. So as always, I usually do my brows off camera, but since I'm doing a full makeup look, I decided that I would show you what products I use and how I do it. So starting off with the brows, I'm going to go in with the Milani. This is the dark brown Stay Put brow color pomade. This is absolutely amazing and it won't move. When you apply this, once it dries, it is not going to budge. It'll just stay in place and it lasts all day. So I'm just going to grab this brush. This is the Anastasia of Beverly Hills brow brush, the number 12. And honestly, this is the only brush that I use. I have had this brush for the longest and I have a backup just in case. So just know that this brush is absolutely amazing and worth every penny. I can't really say anything about other brushes because I've never really tried other brushes. I've just been really loyal to this brush. So I'm just going to start filling in. Alright, so now that I'm done filling in my brows, I'm going to move on to concealer. I'm going to grab this one from L'Oreal. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer in the shade Cashmere 360. And I'm going to use this as an eyeshadow base. As you guys know, I usually start off with the eyes. That's just what I prefer. You don't have to start off with the eyes if you don't want to, but that's what I like to do. So I'm just gonna grab a brush like this. This is from BH Cosmetics. And I'm just going to blend out that concealer. And we're gonna use this as our eyeshadow base. Alright, so if you've been following me for a while now, you guys know that the next step I am going to take is grabbing my Rimmel Stay Matte Pressed Powder in the shade Translucent and grabbing my e.l.f. what is this, blush brush. I sometimes forget what it is and I use it all the time. But I'm going to grab my blush brush and I'm just going to grab the littlest bit. I'm tapping off whatever's on there and then going over the concealer and just setting it so it doesn't crease and it's ready for the shadow. Alright, so moving on to eyeshadow, I'm going to grab this one right here. This is the BH Cosmetics palette, Hangin in Hawaii. And I'm going to go for something neutral. And I'm just grabbing this brush right here. This is the JH32 brush. And I'm going to grab the shade Coconut from the palette. And I'm just going to apply that in the crease as our transition shade. I'm going to grab a little bit of this shade right here. This one is called Tiki, and I'm going to use the same brush. I'm going to grab my Morphe M507 brush, and I'm going to go in with Mahalo, which is this shade here. And I'm just applying this on the outer V. And I'm also bringing that shade into the crease. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this brush right here. This is part of an Urban Decay palette. And I'm going to take the flat shader side and I'm just going to spray that brush. And I'm going to go in with Pineapple and Sandy, which is this other one here. So I'm going to grab those two And I'm going to apply that onto the crease. I mean, not the crease, the lid. I'm gonna go back in with that Morphe M507 brush, and I'm just going to blend out the edges just like that. So as you can see, I'm keeping the eyes pretty simple for today. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to apply some lashes and clean up whatever fallouts on my face, and then we will continue on with the look. Alright guys, so I applied my lashes. I went in with some Kiss number 11s. You guys know I love those. And now we're going to move on to the face. So I'm going in with this primer right here. This is the Catrice Prime and Fine Poreless Blur Goodbye Pores Long Lasting Soft Focus Effect. And that claim is 100% correct. This is going to blur and smooth out your skin. It is going to will make your foundation look absolutely flawless over this primer. It is like the best thing ever. I'm so happy I purchased this and tried it out because I have been using this so much lately, and it just does such an amazing job for an affordable product. Alright, I'm also going to add a little bit of this spray right here. This is from Rimmel. This is their Stay Matte Fix and Go 2-in-1 Primer and Setting Spray. It's supposed to control shine, locks in makeup, quick dry, and oil free. And the reason why I like this stuff is that it kind of reminds me of hairspray. And you know, hairspray just keeps everything locked and it doesn't move. So this is pretty much like the same thing but for your face. It's going to definitely lock in your makeup, so I like to use this before and after. And it also smells like hairspray, which like I don't mind, but I mind. I don't know. It's so weird. It's like you like the weird things, but you don't like them at the same time. I don't know. I'm just a weird person like that. So that's what I'm doing right now. And it dries up pretty fast, so it does also feel a little tacky, so that's also a good thing. It's going to have your foundation adhere and last longer. So since we have that going on, now we're going to move on to foundation. And this is the best drugstore foundation, you guys. This really is a very good full coverage foundation, and the shade range is amazing. You can definitely find your shade in this foundation, and it's medium to buildable coverage, but for me it honestly is like automatically a full coverage foundation. It's not even like medium for me. I don't have much to cover, so like I said, it is a full coverage foundation. I'm going to grab my Real Technique sponge and just apply it all over. Alright, so now moving on to concealer. If you feel like that foundation is not full coverage enough, these concealers will do it. This is a full coverage concealer. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear. I have this in 2 shades. I have it in Cashew and Cashmere. So I like to mix these two together because it gives me like a light to medium coverage. Shade. So it's not going to be, I don't like a very bright under eye, but I also want a bright under eye. So I like an in between. So I'm going to apply Cashew first. And honestly, a little bit goes a long way. So the amount that I applied right now is too much, especially since I'm already going to be adding a different shade over this. But we're gonna do it anyway because this is my full coverage version on how I do it. So I'm also going to apply a little bit of this. So this lighter shade is going to go on the inner part of the eye. So the inner corner right here on the sides of the nose, bridge of the nose, and a little bit right here on the forehead. The Cupid's bow, of course, that's what I meant to say. And now I'm going to grab my Real Technique sponge and blend this out. All right, so I can't really squeeze the Real Technique sponge in there, so I'm gonna grab this brush right here from BH Cosmetics, and I'm just going to blend out the concealer right here so it doesn't look awful. And then I'm going to go back in with that JH32 brush, and I'm just going to blend back in here. All right, so sticking to the same brand concealer, I'm gonna grab this one right here. This one is in the shade Cocoa. And this one, you guys, again, you need the littlest bit, and this color is so intense that I think even like one dot of this is more than enough. I'm just gonna leave it as is. I'm going to grab this Kenzie brush right here and just start stippling this right here. And I'm also going to grab a paper towel and I'm just going to clean off the brush because, like I said, this is too much and a little bit goes a long way. So just be very careful on how much you apply. Blend this back into the forehead, just like that. Push this into the temples, just like that. You don't want to move it forward unless you want to, you know, make your forehead look smaller. But for me, I need to push it back because I don't really have that issue with my forehead. I just like to make sure everything looks pretty even and blend it out. I'm also going to blend my lips right here. I'm gonna do the nose separately because you guys saw how intense that concealer is. You want to be very easy on the nose area. So I'm going to grab the littlest bit. I'm gonna grab just this and just do a little dot on the back of my hand. I'm gonna grab this Morphe brush, not Morphe brush, this BH Cosmetics brush from that contour set, and I'm grabbing the littlest bit of the product and just applying this on the nose. I'm gonna grab my Real Technique sponge and just go over that. And I'm also gonna go in and blend all of the outer perimeter of the contour. And I'm telling you guys, this right here is super full coverage and it's so good. It's going to last a really long time. I'm going to go over my concealer because, as you can see, it's creasing, and I'm just gonna go in and set it once I'm done just going over it real quick. I'm gonna grab this little dry sponge from Real Techniques, and I'm grabbing the Revlon Candid setting powder, and I'm just going to apply that on the under eye. And this setting powder, you guys, it just makes your skin look super flawless, and it's so worth it. So definitely pick this up. It blurs out like all your imperfections. It really does make your face look photoshopped. I swear, it looks so good. When I was trying out these products for the first time, I was having issues with the foundation. I felt like it just like, I don't think it caked up. I think it just emphasized my pores a lot, and I didn't like it. And then once I applied the setting powder and sprayed my face, I couldn't see the pores anymore, which was so crazy. But this really does fix everything. It looks so amazing. Like, it looks super Photoshop. Like, it looks so soft. Like, there's a soft effect, you know, when you're like editing your photos or something. It just looks super soft and flawless. It looks so good. I'm like obsessed with this powder. I really, really am. And it's so affordable, which I'm so happy about, because I'm telling you, if you use something so much, you know, you want to be able to, you know, be able to purchase these products over and over. So being in love with an inexpensive product kind of sucks. No, it doesn't kind of suck. It really sucks, because you have to spend so much money just to replace it again. And, you know, I'm just all for affordable products. Love my drugstore, Ulta, well, the drugstore section of Ulta. That's the area that I love. All right, so moving on, I'm going to move on with setting the contour. I'm going to grab this palette right here. I love this palette. This is the Makeup Revolution Ultra Blush Palette. This, I don't know if they have two. This is the Golden Sugar 2 Rose Gold. It's this one right here. It's super gorgeous. Look at that. So gorgeous. And I'm going to grab this brush right here. This is also from Kenzie. And I'm grabbing these two shades from the palette. They're supposed to be blushes, but I like these to set my contour. So I'm just going to go over this right here. It is like the perfect shade to go over your contour with. And this is going to last all day as well because of that concealer. It is so good, you guys. I'm telling you. All these products right here are so good. I back them up 100%. Never had an issue. I'm going to go back in with that Candid setting powder, and I'm going to grab my Real Technique sponge, and I'm going to reverse contour right here. Just clean up and just sharpen up that edge right there. My chin. And that's pretty much it. I'm not really the biggest like baker, well, face baker. So we're just going to do that area and just let that be for a second. I am going to grab this shade from the palette, this one right here. It is so gorgeous. It's a beautiful highlighter. I don't know if they would consider this a blush, but I don't. I consider it a highlighter. So I'm going to grab that golden shade with this BH Cosmetics brush and just go over it right here where I would normally apply my highlighter. I'm going to do the tip of the nose, Cupid's bow. I'm going to do the brow bone because I didn't go with anything yet, so I might as well just do that. This is so pretty, you guys. Look at this. Like, just look at it, and it's not even wet, but it just looks so freaking good. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right, so moving back into the eyes, I'm gonna grab the palette once again, and I'm just gonna go over the, you know, finish off the eyes and do the lower lash line. So I'm gonna grab this Morphe M560 brush, and I'm just gonna mix coconut and mahalo together. I'm going to grab this Morphe M506 brush, and I'm just going to blend the lower lash line. I'm going to grab this BH Cosmetics brush, and I'm going to go in with Hoola, this right here. It's like a pencil brush, and I'm just going to apply this on the inner corner. I'm actually going to add a little bit of that to the brow bone. I'm going to go back in with that JH32 brush with whatever's left on the brush. Just blend everything out, soften off the edges. You guys already know. And now I'm going to remove this bakage. All right, now I'm gonna go in with this Maybelline Master Blush Color and Highlight right here. This is their blush palette. And I'm gonna grab this other brush from the Kenzie set, and I'm just going to grab this light pink one. And just apply that right there on the cheek, and then just bring it back because we want to give the face a little bit of color. All right, so now moving on to lip liner, I'm grabbing this one right here. This one is from Rimmel. This is their long lasting lip liner in Spice. I'm also gonna go in with this one from NYX. This is their soft matte lip cream in the shade Abu Dhabi. And on top of that, I'm going to go in with this NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Creme Brulee. And now to complete the look, I'm going to go back in with this Rimmel setting spray. Alright guys, so this is the final look right here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is my easy full coverage affordable makeup look. These products right here are amazing. I love every single one of these products. I back them up 100%. You can find these at Ulta, you can find these at CVS, Walgreens, Rite Aid, any drugstore near you, and I'm pretty sure you can find some of these products at Target, which is awesome. So the next time you step in at Target or whatever, check out the beauty section. You can definitely find a couple of these there. And that is pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you like videos like this, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, of course, if you haven't yet. And I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.